Yo, what's up, you guys? It's Negan, and I am brand new to this game, which is called Call of Dragons. Today, we're going to talk about the 5 most important things I think is needed to focus on when you start this game brand new. Let's get started with this video. Alright, so before we begin, if you guys enjoy the video that I make today, please consider subscribing to the channel. I am officially a new member of the streaming program for this game itself. So I'm excited to be able to bring new content, previews, sneak peeks, and whatever content I can bring to you guys. I also do live streams on YouTube, so make sure to turn on the bell notification so that you guys know when I am going live. And if you like the video, make sure to like the video as well. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. So I want to talk about 5 things that are specific that I would focus on when creating a brand new account if you are deciding to play this game and want to continue playing the game. So one of the things that I think is very important to upgrade is the Alliance Center. As you are increasing your Hall of Order, which is your castle level, this will increase and things get more expensive as things increase. So by increasing your Alliance Center, what it does is essentially every time someone clicks the help button on a build or on something that you learn, it reduces the time that it takes to either learn a knowledge or build a building itself. So it is very important to be able to get this because it is essentially free boost that is lowering the time that it takes to finish either a building that you're constructing or finish the learning process of something that you're learning. So I would say that this is one of the main things I would focus on. I would say that this is maybe number 1 out of everything to focus to be able to have it to par. Number 2, I would always say, is your knowledge. Without knowledge, your troops are weak. And it's like that in basically every single game that's out there. Like if you go to your military information, like if you don't have the basics, then it's going to affect the way you play with your troops themselves. But what I want to focus on specifically is your architecture and your scholarship. By upgrading your architecture and your scholarship, you are going to increase the speed in which you can construct buildings or learn whatever you need to learn within the knowledge tree itself. As you go down the line, it does get more expensive, but there is more architecture that you got to finish and more scholarship. So here, I can't really do anything because I'm stuck here. I need to get to Castle 18 to be able to continue further down the line in this knowledge tree. So being able to unlock some of these does require your castle to have to level up to the next level so that you can continue within the knowledge itself, but trying to get your scholarship and your construction finished as fast as possible within the knowledge tree will be beneficial for you in terms of being able to get things reduced quickly when learning or when building. Then the third thing I would say is your castle level. Now, the faster you get your castle level up, the quicker you can unlock specific tiers of troops. So I am currently at castle level 16 and I have my T3s unlocked. Now, it's a bit of a process and a grind to be able to get there, but if you have the funds to be able to speed up the process, then it will be a lot easier. If you are free to play, you can get there eventually. I've seen players in this game and in other games similar to this one be able to basically get to T3s, T4s, but it just takes them longer because obviously they're not paying to win. But it is possible. It is possible to get to that point. So yeah, I would say having your Hall of Order increase as soon as possible as well would be important so that you are able to get to those higher tier troops and be able to unlock them. Number 4, I would say, is your heroes themselves. Now, again, I'm still in the process of learning this game. I am brand new to the content creation program for this game, so I have nothing that they've given me. It's literally my own money that I've invested. I've put in about $200 into the game right now of my own funds, and so I've with everything that I've purchased, it's gone my castle up, it's gone my knowledge up. I've been able to build my troops, and I've got these heroes. And you have specific heroes that do specific things. And this is what you want to kind of look at. When I first got these heroes, I was like, oh, sweet, magic, cool. That's a magic type hero, and my mages will work perfectly with this. But what I didn't understand is that there are specific heroes that are magic and used for PvP when you're up against other players, and then there's other heroes that are magic that you use against players versus environment. So I don't know how to say this sorcerer's name. I'm gonna call it Lilia, but this sorcerer, her main type is magic. She is peacekeeping. If you click on the skills themselves down here, you're able to see the damage type and the skill damage factor. And you want to try to pair specific artifacts with the skills that you have as well. Artifacts will give you more power within the hero itself to make you stronger when you're fighting either in PvP or when you're fighting against the environment itself. Now, again, I don't have very many artifacts themselves, so they're kind of everywhere just to be able to kind of help me out with like getting the process finished, and I'm still learning. So I know that this is a PvP artifact, but it helps because it's magic and it's assault, and it helps a little bit. It's not what I would recommend to use with her on a full-time basis, but I just simply don't have an artifact that I can use on a full-time basis with her. So for those of you that have been playing this game for a long time, yes, I understand I'm probably not using it right, but I'm in the beginning stages and I'm trying to get to the point where I have the proper setup. But like I said, number 4 is focusing on your heroes. These heroes are very crucial. When you get your hero to level 20, when you send a march out, you are able to send a second hero with the main hero, and they call them a deputy. And so you would have 2 heroes in one march. And what that does, it allows your hero march to increase, and you're also able to use the skill of the second hero within that march. It cannot use the artifact. It cannot attack with their artifact that they have assigned to them. They are just using their skills themselves and their power and their strength, and that's it. They get no pet, they get no artifact. They are just there for their skill, for their ability that they have in terms of the skill itself, like I said, and increases the march size itself. Now, within the hero, there's a lot of different aspects that we can talk about, like leveling it up, the skills themselves, the talents, and then the artifacts. But I'm gonna make a separate video on that later. Right now, this is just, I think number 4 should be a focus on heroes. A lot of them are kind of important. Like, I didn't really want to like level up this farmer. This is a farmer, a gatherer. Same with this one. I thought they were completely useless. And when I first started the game, I was like, oh sweet, I have this chick right here, and I was using her to fight. I had no idea what I was doing. And like overall, like any troop type will work, but her main thing is gathering, it's not fighting. And so after I kind of learned, oh sweet, there are specific characters that are used for the environment itself, and then there are specific characters used for fighting in PvP, then I kind of shifted in terms of how I was trying to play the game itself. So make sure that you pay attention to the hero aspect of things, because it is important. You do not want to send a farmer to fight in a PvP, because you won't be as strong as you could possibly be. Now for number 5, I'm going to have 2 different number 5s. One is going to be for people that are pay to win, and one is going to be for people that are just free to play. I'm going to start with the ones that are free to play. I think it's going to be a bit different than some of the other streamers or content creators out there. I'm not sure what their number 5 would be, but you know, having these buildings is important. These are how you can create your troops. This is my sword camp, this is my abbey, this is my knight camp, and this is my ballista factory. I think some people would say that would be number 5, because that's how you need to train your troops. But it's kind of a given that they have to increase in size to be able to train more troops, and we'll talk about this in another video itself. But I personally think that number 5 is the scout camp. Now, the reason why I think the scout camp for free to play is important is because when you are playing this game, it's a bit different than other games out there. The one that I was used to, you didn't have to explore the map. The map was already there. You could see it kind of like this. You wouldn't know where specific players are, but the map would be visible, and you'd be able to see where this, where the center of the map is, where you wanted to go in like the main area, and it was different. Whereas in this game, you have to expel this is mist, like this is the fog. You cannot see past this. And so when you first start off in the game, you only get one scout that you can use. And the scout, when you explore, they will go and they will explore this territory. And when they are exploring, they're discovering special locations, kind of like this, where you can have different missions. You also discover these things right here. So we have observatory, wonders, village, location, and other. And so villages, as an example, when you go and visit a village and you click on it, it gives you a boost, it gives you resources, it gives you a few things. Sometimes you got to pay for the gift that you get, but sometimes you don't. So this one here, as an example, I'm going to do this artifact here, and I'm going to do 15,000 of the ore. So now that's what I received. But if I click it again, it's going to take me to another location and that I've discovered in the past, and I click it and I can visit again, and of course it's going to make me pay again. But sometimes, again, like I said, they don't charge you for these things. All right, let's do one more. Maybe this time it will be lucky and we won't be charged something. There we go, just like that. So as you saw, I clicked a specific answer to the question that they asked. I personally don't read them. I just want to get it done with. And this is what I'm able to claim. I'm able to claim gold. I'm able to claim arcane dust, and I'm able to claim sweet dew. And when you're first starting off, some of this may be confusing, but again, I will talk about this in my videos in the future so that you can understand what these are specifically used for and why arcane dust and why sweet dew is important in the game. But like I said, without the scouts going and scouting the territories themselves, you don't get freebies like this. And when you are free to play, these freebies go a long way. And that's just one of the many things that the scout itself discovers. Now, the scout can also be used to scout towns themselves or tiles that people are farming themselves. But I would say use them for the purpose of discovering your territory or the territory around your territory so that you can be able to gain those boosts, those XPs, those resources quickly and free as well. Now, for the players that are going to be spending money in the game, what I would personally recommend is working on your VIP and to be able to construct 2 different buildings at the exact same time as well. Now, to be able to do that, you can use gems, and I believe it's 5,000 gems to do it. Or there should be a pack that's like $3, and that will give you gems, and that will also unlock permanently the ability to be able to build multiple buildings at the exact same time. 2 is the max, but that will save on time. And I think that is crucial, to be able to build one thing here and another thing over here is, for me, important. I need to be able to build as much as possible, as fast as possible. And the other thing, VIP, when you get to VIP level 8, you are able to learn 2 different knowledges at the exact same time as well. At level 7 and below, you are only able to learn 1 at a time. But by increasing your level from 7 to 8, you are then able to learn 2 different knowledges at the exact same time, speeding up the process of your learning ability, essentially. Now, I know I said that in this video, these are the 5 things I wanted to focus on in terms of what I personally think are important in the game. But there is one more that I would say is also just as crucial as everything, and that is being inside an alliance that is active, I would say. Now, when you're in the alliance, you're able to receive gifts, which are basically free boost, free XP, free VIP points. There's a lot of things that you can get within the alliance, and if you're in one that is strong, you're in one with a lot of players, and they're active, you can get this on a consistent basis. And if you're if you are a free-to-play player, this is something that is going to be beneficial for you in the long run. This will help you as you start collecting all the freebies. The other thing is the helps right here. When you are learning something specifically, or when you're building something specifically, you start at no help. And as you increase that specific town that I told you, which I thought was important, Alliance Center, as you increase this, you can receive more help from your alliance members. So I am currently at level 15, and at level 15 I'm able to receive 19 helps, which will speed up the process of my learning and my building itself. So being in an alliance would be, now I would say being in an alliance would be important, because this building is useless if you do not have alliance members to help you with this. And if you are in an alliance that has, I don't know, let's say 10 people, and your building is level 16, unfortunately you're just going to get help 10 times or 9 times, because you could be number 10 and you're not going to be able to increase it anymore. So that's why I personally like being in an alliance with multiple players who are active on a constant basis, that they aren't going to bail from the game, so that you can speed up the process of your learning and your building with the help of your alliance members, because I was able to increase my alliance center to whatever level it's at. So I would say if there is going to be a number 6 of importance, I would say being in an alliance would be number 6. But those are just the 6 things that I think, for me personally, are important within this game itself. Now, I know I am brand new to the game. Maybe I'm totally wrong, and I'm fine being totally wrong. I would love to hear your guys' input, your guys' suggestions as to what your top 5 things would be to focus on if you were to start a brand new account. For those players that have been playing this for a long time, which I think this game has only been out a year. So if you've been playing it for a year, I more than welcome your criticism, as long as it's constructive and not insultive. Please let me know what your top 5 things that you would focus on in a brand new account would be, so that others can also know what they should maybe focus on if they are going to start playing this game itself. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm still in the learning process. This is day number 6, I think, for me. But I'm looking forward to be able to grow in the game. I've played games that are very, very similar to this one. But it's, every game has different mechanics within the game. So I'm looking forward to this opportunity to grow in this community itself, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Now, I do live streams. I will be live streaming this game from time to time. Feel free to join in the live stream, say hello, and yeah, help me out however you can. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Take care, peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.